Good evening, leaders. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for logging in. Of course, tonight we'll be talking about new distributor orientation. We'll be taking you through the journey that to teach you the basics about the business, the things you need to know, of course, what you need to do for you to build this business or forever. I know all of you are in here. It's not everyone who is a new member. I know some of you maybe have been in the business for maybe more than even a year, maybe some of you more than 6 months. But I want to challenge you that make sure you reach the end of this session because it will remind you about something very important. Oftentimes we get to the point whereby we start maybe failing to do some things in business and we start having bad results. It's because maybe we've just forgotten about some important basics that you need to do for you to build this business. So make sure you reach the end of this session. And if possible, please look for that notebook and look for that pen so that you can take note of some things. Because I know one person told me that whenever you attend a seminar or when someone is teaching about something, after they close that meeting, you only remember about 10% of the things. So it's very important that whenever you are in a meeting, whenever you are listening to any recorded session, you are having a book or a notebook and a pen. You are taking note of some things you see it's very important and can help you along the way in your journey. So let me start by congratulating every person who started the business in the month of April. Congratulations, and welcome to our team. Welcome to our team. Our team is called Team Warriors. Of course, it's growing currently in two countries, Zambia and Namibia. But of course, we are under the giant team called Team Unstoppable with our giant leader Veronica Kunda, all the way from South Africa. So this is to say you're not just a team warrior, you're also unstoppable. All right. Sometimes you get to be exposed to the trainings of our uplines, of our mentors. It's very, very important to show that you're attending every trainings that you see in our groups. That's why when you start a business, we had you in the groups of Team Warriors, we had you in Team Unstoppable, we had you in Team Unstoppable Global. So make sure if you're not in these groups, request that from your helpline. They had you there so that you get to learn more from different people who are in different countries. Because as we are speaking right now, Team Unstoppable Global is currently operating, is currently building in them in over 13 countries. Okay, so make sure you're attending all the meetings. It will help you on the journey of forever. It will keep you to equip you with the knowledge you need for you to build this business. So maybe for the sake of the new people, let me start by introducing myself. My name is Humphrey Msonda. Msonda is my surname. By profession, I'm an environmental health technologist. I'm holding a diploma in environmental health. I'm also a business coach under the umbrella of Forever. For now, 3 years in the business. I'm a founder of Team Warriors Global Community, and I'm a manager in the business of Forever. So, of course, when you need any help, of course, if you have my WhatsApp number, make sure you're coming to me where you need my, in a case whereby your helpline is not available. So this is just a reminder to say, if you are in this meeting, you are not having my number, make sure you save my number, because for me, I save every person because there's some important information that I share. And sometimes I also remind every person when we're about to have the meeting. Okay, so, and sometimes I send some trainings just direct in the inboxes of people, and that thing comes in a broadcast. And broadcast only works if you have saved the person's number. So if you haven't saved my number, make sure get my number in the group or get the number from your helpline, because what I know is that I've saved your number and there's some messages that have been coming to you and you're not able to see them because you have not saved maybe my number. So make sure you do that. And make sure that you also save the numbers of all your uplines. It's very, very, very important. All right. Yeah. So, when you start this business, it's very important that you develop a right mindset. Because one thing I know for sure that maybe for some of you in here, it's a new thing. It's a new thing. Maybe you've been in the business even for a year, 3 years, but it's a new thing to you. it demands you to know some things, it demands you to have some skills, because if you were to have those skills earlier, you could have become successful by now, okay? But also, if you're a new member, this is to say there are some things you need to know for you to build this business. I know there are a lot of people out there who complain to say, maybe I'm in Forever for 2 months, I'm in Forever for 4 months, I've not made a lot of money, they know what not and what not. I've just made maybe 2,000, maybe I've not made any money. Yeah, it's normal, I understand. But the question I can ask you is this. The one thing I can remind you is this. Imagine people go to school. Like for myself, I went to a school where for 3 years, for me just to order a diploma, which I'm not even having a job right now. Of course, people go to school for 7 years for them to acquire that medicine or whatever doctorate, you know, and but for you, maybe you're just 2 weeks, maybe you're just 1 week, maybe you're just uh, maybe you're just 2 months, maybe, and you complain to say maybe it's not working and whatnot. And one thing I know is that it happened in most cases to people having a long mindset. It happens to people having long mindset. And for you to develop a right mindset, one thing I can tell you is that you need to have a strong why. Why have you started Forever in the first place? Why have you started Forever? If I were to allow someone to comment in the comment section right now, just comment one reason. Why did you decide to start Forever? Because no one pushed you to start Forever. You made that decision. So why did you start? Why did you make that decision to say, let me start Forever? I remember for me, if I tell you my why, because I lost my biological parents when I was very young, and I've been through a lot of some stuffs and whatnot. So when I was in college, I came across this opportunity. My main why of starting this business, I wanted to become independent because I was tired of being helped by different people. By every time calling people for anything, even a soap, which can cost like a 10 kwacha or 20 kwacha. I really wanted to become independent, fully independent. And that was my first why of me starting the Forever business. But if I ask you right now, can you comment in the meetings? Just one. Why have you decided to start Forever? Why? Out of all the opportunities in the world out there, why have you just started? Of course, later on, it's in financial freedom and development. Okay, Leader Mia has a financial freedom. Okay. Mr. Gibson, our new member, good evening. The question is, why have you decided to start Forever? Because I am single parent and no one can afford to take me to college. On top of that, I'm a single mother trying to look after my child. Wow, that's a very strong why. That's a very, very, very strong why. And congratulations, Rida Maid, because I know like almost every time you're in my inbox, leader, send this, leader, because your why is very strong, why is very strong. But again, for people who are saying financial freedom and what, that financial freedom, yes, it's a strong why, but it should be accompanied with something. But also we have Rita Tusha saying, I started the business. Okay, let me lead this. I started the business because I was tired of waiting for the government to employ me and wanted financial freedom. Also, I wanted to explore the world with forever opportunity. Leader Mwinga is saying, earn more money. One income is not enough. You see? So that's why you started the business. That's why you started the business. And, in everything you start, even if it's not forever, you start any business, you have to work it out. The beauty about forever is that you find free mentors, you find people to guide you for you to achieve whatever you want. As long as you decide to put in the work that is needed. Leader Njava is saying, earn more money and support son. Wow. I started because I was almost running into depression. You see, a single mother and financial independent because one income is not enough. Secure my children's future in case of I'm no more. Yeah, you see, you have strong reason of starting the business. But here's one thing I want to tell you. If you want to achieve all that with forever, it starts you by understanding the business. Trust me, you can't build something. You can't build something and become successful minus you knowing how it works. So it's very important for you to understand what you are building. It's very, very important to understand that. Let me also read this reason, secure my children's future in case of, okay, I've read this one. There was another one, financial freedom and fulfilling life dreams. Wow. I've seen that this one only way that I can take me to levels I've been wanting to be. Wow, great. Helping my family. Wow, great. Those are strong why. But for you, if you want to achieve those whys, if you want to fulfill those whys, it starts by you understanding this forever. How does forever works? How can it help me also achieve those things? I see people in Paris. I'm seeing next year we are going to Dubai. How can it be part of the people going to Dubai? We next year also be going to South Africa. How can it be part of the people be going to South Africa? In July we'll be going to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. How can I be part of those people? Those thing can only happen if you understand the business. And how you are going to understand the business, number one, is by attending trainings. If you're in this training, congratulations, because you are here, you are learning. So by attending trainings. Number two, reading books and videos, they're out there. Like you can follow like Eno Salem on YouTube. You can follow Jim Rohn. You can follow okay, Jim Rohn is for motivation, but let me say you can follow Veronica Kundia. You can follow me, of course, Amfrim Sonda. That's where I post every training that I do there. But also you can follow Eno Salema. You know, there are a lot of people you can follow on YouTube. Eli Kuho, you can follow them. You'll be able to understand and learn more about this business. But also, if you're on Instagram, you can follow Krishna, the #1 FBO in India. You can follow Nkobile. You can follow Gucci from South Africa. Mirianma, who is even in our team. You know, you can follow me on Instagram as well. But also, you can follow Veronica Kunda, Eno Salema, Will Badma. There are a lot of FBOs. Actually, I know some of you have followed even some other people. They are on even on TikTok. Congratulations. If you're able to see what they are doing, if you can do also that, trust me, you'll be able to learn more and, of course, which brings us to experience. Okay, sometimes be able to understand this business by experience. At times, I remember I saw the product. I saw there was when in my beginning of the business, when I saw some product, I think that was aloe vera juice. I saw to a client who appreciated a lot. Then there was that thing that came with me to understand that because of that experience, I had a deep understanding to say, okay, so Forever can also help with gases because I gave someone who was having gases, you know, But also there were time when I was not putting much effort in the business, and through that I was able to say I was not having results. So through that experience, I was able to tell that okay, this business demands me to work hard. Even if I was doing part-time 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes, but that 2 hours, I have to dedicate it, no phone calls. And I've decided to do that even now. That times maybe you can call me, I can't pick your call if I'm in the midst of something. So that comes by experience, which will take you now to belief. Because if you understand the business, you are going to have the belief. The belief in network marketing. Forever is operating in the system of network marketing. There are a lot of network marketing companies out there and which not operating in a good system, and there are some people who have done those before, and when they come to you, they tell you, no, I've done this before and it did not work. Only maybe people are happy there, we're making money. Is it the same to Forever? No. 100% no. 100% no. Every person work hard. Every person work hard for every money they earn. That's why we even have the disclaimer in the company points that the income varies. It depends on your capability, the skills, the leadership you are providing to the people you are even bringing in the business. So if you are going to understand the business, you are going to have the belief in the system of network marketing. You can now even understand that more. You can go maybe and search Adam May, The Power of Network Marketing, but also Erico on YouTube. You'll be able to learn more. I can tell you, Erico is a guru, and almost everyone learns. We learn from him. But also the belief in the company, guys. Over 14,000 people were paid for by the company to go to Paris. Do you think this is a small company? Right now, it's operating in over 160 countries, almost 170 somewhere there. Do you think this is a small company? Even yourself, if you have started selling the products, you can tell by yourself that when you sell the income you just make even from selling one product, even the profit, it's amazing. You have to believe in this company, the compensation, but also the belief in the products. Guys, I know if you are new in the business, There are times when I can't tell you, this is the only money I have. Oh, this work for me. Then you are shivering like, maybe it won't work for you. One thing I can tell you is that these products works. These products works. But please don't be selling the products by mentioning a lot of diseases. No, I remember they even talked about this in Paris, whereby you're like, no, this will cure this. No, our products don't use the word cure because it's not medicine. It supports. It supports healing. Meaning when someone takes enough, the body itself will adapt to that, will eventually will respond to any health challenge. So have the belief in the product that it works. Trust me, the product works. If it was not working, trust me, our products are a bit expensive. And if it was not working, we would have just been hearing to say, okay, Manager Humphrey is in Paris because you saw the product did not work. Or read the Princeton, or read the Precious, or read the Miyaze, read the Chuma, read the Musiwa, read the Meoda is in prison because they sold products for forever and it did not work. But because there's no, all those things are not there. This is to tell you that our products really, really works. We have got Leader Miyaza here confirming 100% it works because the Miyaza have used it. Actually, she uses the product, But also you have to have the belief in yourself that I can do it. If this person can do it, I can also do it. If Miriama, who was a nurse in Namibia with debt, even suffered from COVID. Right now is traveling the world. Right now is in Paris, has been to Pattaya, has qualified for Caprans, is having a very big community in Namibia, is earning multiple six-figure income, more than 100,000 Namibian dollars every single month, then I can do it. If Madame Damaseke can be in Paris from Zambia, is in Paris, I can also go to Dubai next year. If Humphrey can be a manager, I can be a manager. If Princeton, if Imelda, if Precious can be a supervisor, I'm going to be a supervisor this month. Have the belief in yourself. If other people can make that extra 10,000 rands, that extra 10,000 kwacha, you can also do it. Have the belief in that. If you have the belief in that, then commit. Commit the time. I know some of you, in most of the people in here, most of the people that you are in here, you are doing the business part-time. Part-time doesn't mean sometime. Hello, our new members. If you've started this business and you'll be doing it part-time doesn't mean sometime. Sometime doesn't mean part-time. What I'm trying to say is this. If you have decided to say, I'll be building this business 2 hours or 3 hours, commit those hours strictly for this business. It can be 30 minutes. You're going out there maybe to give out flyers. It can be maybe 30 minutes you're calling people to share the opportunity. It can be 30 minutes, maybe you're talking to a helpline. It can be 30 minutes or like strictly for the business. Not whereby today you do it, and maybe even in that 2 hours, you just scrolling on social media, seeing what this person has posted. Okay, let me check. Sarima has posted this. Okay, let me check this people in Paris have posted this. You're wasting the time. Have the specific time. Schedule that time, how you are going to utilize it. In our business, we just do 4 things. We use product, we sell product, we recruit, which means we share the opportunity and we coach people. And if you're new in the business or not having anyone to coach, meaning that's personal development. So meaning, of course, if we talk of using the product, it doesn't take time. It's like you wake up, you use toothbrush, you brush, of course. But also when I'm talking about selling, meaning to say this, in these 2 hours that I decided to do the business, maybe 1 hour, I will do this today. It should be in line with selling the products. This one, maybe 30 minutes, I'll share the opportunity. This 30 minutes, I'll listen to this audio or I'll listen to this video, which is talking about how can you recruit. Because sometimes people say, I'm failing, I'm what? Leader, how do you do it? Or leader, leaders, I can tell you this. Our new members, sometimes, of course, I'm saying always our reader, your readers will be there, will always be there for you. But there are some things you can just go on Google and type how to recruit people. You'll find a lot of videos. Choose some videos which you can watch from there. All right. So commit time. Number 2, commit to change. Commit to change. For things to change, you need to change. If you want to that may say someone has said because of running of depression, someone wants financial freedom, someone said if you want that child to have the life that you want to give that child, you need to commit to change. You change the way you see things. Maybe right now you are failing to afford, but you need to change the mind to say, I can afford with forever. And trust me, by having that positive mindset, you're going to attract people be going to start the business, the people are going to buy products from you. But also commit to have the stock. Commit to say I need to have the stock. There's no way you have started the business and you have sold all you sell all the products and you just use all the money. It's bad manners. Okay? It's bad manners. So please, if you're a new member, make sure when you are selling the product, you're replacing the stock. We are replacing the stock. We don't want in a situation where we sell all the products. Then when you have another client, you're like, Rita, do you have this product? Of course, we can help you. We are not saying maybe you're going to have everything in your stock. You can ask, but not everything. So commit to have the stock. And only the people who have the stock in the business are the people who do the business, are the people who makes money. It has been proven that people who don't have the stock, they fail even to do 4CC. Because you don't have what you are looking at to say, okay, I need to move this, I need to sell this. So commit to have the stock, but also commit to be coachable. Maybe you might be holding maybe right now masters, or maybe a degree, or maybe a what, or maybe that person who have introduced you to the business is just holding maybe a diploma, or is just holding a certificate, or has never been to school. One thing I want to tell you is that person knows more things when it comes to forever more than you. That person knows more things more than you. So commit to learn from them. Okay? Commit to learn from them. The good part is that you're not just only learn from them, you also learn it from their helplines, but also from other people. But one thing I can tell you, commit to learn from them. If there's one person who has got 100% interest of your growth in forever, is that person who has introduced you to the business, because they know if you grow in this business, they're also going to grow. But also there are instances whereby maybe your upline is also new in the business, they introduce to the business. Yeah. Go to their uplines, talk to them, of course, but also maybe also ensure that you're in connection with their uplines, and the uplines say you are here. And for me personally, I know you can be maybe my third generation, you can be my fourth, my fifth generation, but I have to help you. If you're in my inbox, I just have to help you. So commit to be coachable if you want this forever to work for you. Otherwise, it won't work for you. I remember there was I remember, let me say this. There's a time you start forever. I mean, we say there's a time you join forever and there's a time forever joins you. And when forever joins you, that's when you work. There's a time you say, I've seen people traveling. Let me also join forever business. Or I've seen this is happening forever. Let me also join forever business. But that's not enough. Joining forever business is not enough. It becomes enough if you commit, you make a decision to build it, to say, okay, let me commit to learn, let me commit to do all the activities they're teaching us. Leaders, we do a lot of trainings, and most of the people in here maybe don't even implement. And tomorrow you come, let me say this, don't be a reason people say forever doesn't work. Please don't. Don't be a reason that people be saying no, forever doesn't work. So commit to be coachable. What you are saying to be coachable is applying whatever they are teaching you to do. And tonight I'm going to talk about some things you need to do. And please, if you commit, I know results are guaranteed. Okay? So now if you commit to be coachable and whatnot, then take action. Take action now. Take action. Talk to people. Retail products. We say a closed mouth is a closed shop. In forever, the closed mouth is a closed shop. The whole day I haven't talked to anyone about products, and when your upline is following up on you, hi leader, how's the business? Leader, my business is down. Have you talked to people today? So if you're a new person here, commit to talk to people about this opportunity. It's an amazing opportunity. It has changed so many people's lives, and I know I'm the example of those people. And maybe your upline is also the example of those people. You know, there are a lot of millions of stories out there. Like yesterday, we were witnessing forever giving millions of checks to people who have worked at millions of checks, and they do that every single year. So talk to people, retail products, recruit. If you want to create that big business where you want to be traveling to Dubai and what, you need to recruit. But if you just want that extra income to hit for basic needs, pay bills, transport. Yeah, just commit maybe to retail products. But if you want to make it big, whereby even if you are I mean, if anything bad were to happen to you, you won't be worrying. Then you need to recruit. And when you recruit, you need to coaching them, showing them what to do. And if you do that, trust me, the profits is massive. The bonuses is amazing. Recognitions are always there. You travel the world and success is guaranteed if you follow this cycle. This is a cycle. This is a cycle. If you're a new member, this is a cycle. If you're a old member, this is a cycle. It starts from the learning how to do the business, believing in the business, having the belief in the network marketing system, in company, in products, in yourself. Then you commit to time, you commit to learning, you commit to be coachable. Then you take action. This is the cycle always. It's a success cycle. All right, it's a success cycle. But also, I know we have talked about that cycle, but again, another thing they say, I learned this from Brian Trace, saying most people don't achieve their goals because they have not written them down. Something you have not written them down, something you're not able to see, you can't achieve them. You can't. So you need to write down the goals, what you really want to achieve. Of course, I've talked about financial freedom, but what does the financial freedom mean to you? It starts from break it down into some chunks. Okay, because sometimes if you see it as a big thing, that's why you can feel overwhelmed sometimes and you're seeing that it's not working. If you're saying you want that financial freedom, break it down. What does financial freedom means to you? Maybe it can mean having 100,000 in your account, or maybe having 1 million in your account, or maybe able to live the good life. But that good life, what does it mean? It can be maybe you must have maybe a fridge, or maybe whatever type of the fridge, the kind of the things in your house, the such type of the things you want. Then write them down. Then when you write them down, then commit to say, I'll be achieving this one thing at a time. Commit to, you achieve that, okay, you celebrate, you go to another thing. That's how financial harms. Maybe it can be maybe investment, of course, or meaning you have to write them down. Financial freedom, it can be, maybe I can give an example. You have to start having the mindset of investment. What things should I invest in when I make money? If you don't have that written down, meaning when you sell the products, when you recruit to get the bonus, will just be chewing all the money. You chew all the money, all the money, all the money. If all the money, you are new in the business, in forever there's good money. If you're working at there's good money. But making money is another thing, and keeping money is another thing. It depends on the discipline that you have. So commit to that, those goals down. Because if you have written the goals down to say, I want to buy maybe this kind of bond, or maybe I want to buy rand, or maybe I want to buy this car, or maybe I want to buy this house, you should have written it down and know how much it's costing. How much it's costing, and you should be specific. Not today, I want to buy a laptop. Tomorrow, I want to buy a phone. The other day, I want to buy my mom this. The other day, I want to do this. The other day, no. Be specific. No, like, I want a phone. Okay, you want a phone. What type of the phone you want? Okay, iPhone 16 Pro Max. Oh, great. Color what? Okay, GB is okay. How much is it costing? This is okay. Let me go. Which products can I sell for me to make? Okay, let me go in. Be specific. Be specific. But also your goal should have a deadline. Okay? Your goal should have a deadline. My laptop I'm sorry, has misbehaved a bit. So your goal should have a deadline. The time exactly when you want to have that. When do you want to have that? So if you're in here, you're a new person, or you've been in the business, or not having the goals, I'm telling you, it will be hard for you you'll be making money. And this is why we have seen people, they make 10,000 today or 5,000 today. Then you can't see them tomorrow pushing until they show that money standing, they come back to the business. But if you have the goals, trust me, that 5,000, that 10,000, that 15,000 won't be meaning anything to you, because when you have, let's say, 20,000, you have 20,000, just okay, so 10,000 going to installing maybe my this, okay, my 5,000, maybe I'm only making 5,000, and it's meant very little to you. But if you're not having that goals, that is pushing you on of that 20,000 to be looking as if it's a lot of money to you, and to be satisfied with just that 20,000, that 30,000, that 5,000, that whatever the amount. So please, 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 write something that we can achieve, something tangible that you even can show to the public, to someone forever, and I've achieved this. And we want, right now, we want those people who are saying, I have this goal and I want to achieve it. And trust you, trust me, we are here to support you. We'll be providing presentations for you to invite your people. We'll provide the training to coach you for you to build the business. We'll be there for you to make 3 records when you need us. And you're going to achieve those goals that you want. Goals can be different. We don't have the same goals, I know. Some are similar, but can be different. And when you look at the goals, in Forever, we decided to put them in 3 categories: personal goals, family goals, and business goals. And if you look at the personal goals, and if you look at just the goals, it's very important to have the goals, maybe long-term goals and also short-term goals. It's very important. Short-term goals, we look at maybe the personal goals. You can even start from the looks, maybe. Looks, maybe shirts, shoes, hair, new phone, laptop, nice bed, fridge, maybe you have a line now, maybe you have a fridge, but you maybe want a bigger one. I don't know, maybe a different plan. You have maybe a TV, you want to change a TV, maybe you're having a 32-inch right now, or a 43-inch, or 50, you want to go to 60 something or 70 something or 80 something inch. You go for that. Maybe having a car. Those are short term. Me, I tell people to say anything that can cost you 100,000 coming below, that's a short term goal. You can achieve it very quickly as long as you are someone who is disciplined and you're willing to put in the work. But also long-term goals, personal goals can be moving a new apartment, having a house project, savings, vacation, free time, your own investment, dream car. Write them down. As you are writing them down, be specific, but also should put also the deadline. But also should be something measurable. Know how much it can cost that. Not just whereby you have written, okay, I want to have a phone. Don't know how much that phone is costing you. Reader, the phone I'm using is not good. I want to buy a new phone. Which phone do you want to buy? You don't know. How much is this costing? You don't know. No, please. Please. Please, let's work on that, because that's when it's going to drive you. You're going to have that energy to push. You're going to have that energy to say, I really want to achieve this. But also, if you look at the family goals, it can be maybe short-term, can be like school fees for siblings, or maybe for your kids, support family financially, house rent, home bills, gases, electricity. But also, it can be, if you look at the long-term goals. So short-term goals are looking at maybe school fees, family support, maybe house rents, home bills, like paying rents yourself and whatnot. But long-term, it can be maybe children to private schools, family vacation, family whatever. Those can be also the family goals. But also, if you look at the business goal, you should have something in mind to say, at least I want to build this business in such a way that at least maybe I'm able to make at least 6,000 rands every month, or extra 6,000 kwacha, that extra 15,000 rands, that extra 15,000 kwacha, maybe traveled forever, qualify incentives. We have got small incentive in Forever. Just become a supervisor. Those are small incentives. Those are short-term things. You can achieve the pay for it. Those are small things. So achieve them. But also look at the long-term goals. Maybe chairman bonuses. We have seen yesterday people getting big checks. Some of us who are in here, even if we were to get just a check of 10,000 US dollars, 10,000 US dollars, I know in Africa our currencies, if anyone here were to get 10,000 US dollars, no matter your currency, convert it in your currency, a lot of problems that we have can be solved. Some of the people in here, if you have got loans, you can pay all the loan, and you can even remain with some money. Imagine you qualify for that check. But also build the business globally. As you are building in your local country, as you are building in a local area, think about going in other provinces, in other districts. Start thinking of going also in other countries. Build it global, but also travel the world. Have big investment. Okay, so since I've talked about that, I'm giving you one task. This is the first task. Okay, the first task. Write at least 10 things that you think if you can achieve in 12 months of being in the business, you'll be grateful. If you're in the business, let me say, write 10 things that if you can achieve right now, looking at where you are right now, those 10 things, in life we start at any point. I can tell you in life we start at the end point. If you are seeing you are stuck, relight those goals. Not change, don't change the goals. Go and look those goals that you have. Relight them. I'm saying at least like 10 of them. Those things you see, you can, when you achieve them, you can be grateful. Maybe some of us who are in it can be maybe just having a source of, creating a source of income of at least 10,000 or 15,000 to 20,000. Some of us here can be maybe paying loan. Maybe, no, some of us here it can be maybe buying maybe a new phone, a laptop. Some of us here can be maybe paying school fees for kids. Write them down. At least write 10 things. If you think you can achieve them in those things you are saying, you can achieve them in 12 months. Be grateful. Then out of, when you write 10 of them, then pick 3 things that you think, out of these 10 things, if I can just achieve these 3 things, it can be amazing. Then out of those 3 things, pick one thing. Pick that one thing that you think, if you achieve that, everything can be achieved. And for me, if I tell you and I write all those things, I know one thing that comes out is money. Maybe if I've put maybe the goal to say I want by the end of this year maybe to have a 6-figure income. Then if I were to pick one thing, then that thing can be making a 6-figure income, because I know all the problem can be solved, all the goals can be solved. And if I've picked that, then now I have to run. How can I make that one that 6-figure income? Okay, so that's where it starts from. So that's a task number 1. Our new members, please write at least 10 things. Out of 10 things, pick at least 3 things. If you see it can happen, can be crazy, then also now pick that one thing you think it can be most important among all those goals. Now that when you have written those goals, now connect them to Forever's marketing plan. Connect them to Forever. How can I now achieve these goals? Okay, I have this goals. After I've talked about having these goals, I've written them down. How can I connect them to our marketing plan? It can be maybe, okay, I want to buy a fridge. How much a fridge is? It's 15 or 20,000. Okay. All right. So now how can I achieve it with Forever? This is what I'm saying now, connecting your goals with our marketing plan. Okay. So our marketing plan, or let me say, our business has got what we call a requirement, or in anything, in fact, in any field, in anything, there's a requirement. There's one thing you need to do for you to achieve and a certain things. That's how it is. Maybe let's say, if you look at our in Zambia, if you look at in Zambia, for you to have a national registration card, you need to be minimum of 16 years. It's a requirement. It's one of those things you just need. When you reach 16, that's when they can give you a national registration card. You know? Yeah. So even in this business, we have got one thing that you need to do for you to become successful. If you want to have those success that you want, and that one thing is called 4CC. But before I talk about 4CC, I want you to understand what is CC, because 4 is a number, but what are CC? So CC, number 1 in definition, it's a company currency. Since this company is operating in over it's operating globally, and it keeps on expanding every single month, every year. CC is a company currency, and we just convert it in your own country. Depends with the country where you are. But again, whenever you are purchasing, those CCs accumulate in your system to take you to another level, because this business has got levels. The first is assistant supervisor, maybe preferred customer, assistant supervisor, assistant manager, and beyond. All right. So how does it accumulate? Let me give an example of this. Let's say I've got a certain shop, or let me say ShopLite. I know ShopLite, or Pick and Pay. Let me talk about ShopLite or Pick and Pay. Since I've said CC is a currency, for example I can give is this. Arovella gel is 0.102 cc. That yellow bottle is 0.102 cc. That bear nectar which looks like aloe vera gel, it's 0.102 cc. If you look at the tooth shell, it's 0.031 cc. So that's a price in Forever's currency. So whenever you are purchasing to Forever, they record it in the system. It's like you go to ShopLite. You go to ShopRite, let's say for example, you go to ShopRite, you buy something for 10 kwacha. They record you have purchased this, maybe you have purchased maybe Colgate, you have purchased maybe pasta, and what they have recorded you in the system. They have recorded you, okay, Gertrude or Mwaka, but they recorded this, whatever they will purchase, and also the amount. Again, the following day, maybe you go there to purchase. You will purchase again. They have the code. It gets on accumulating. Maybe at the end of the month, you have spent a 1,000 or you have spent a 2,000 in pick and pay. They've recorded that. So same applies to forever. So whenever you are purchasing, those things they accumulate. So at the end of the month, it accumulates. If you did maybe 2cc, it accumulates. Let's say you bought, let's say, 10 aloe vera gel. Since 1 aloe vera gel is 0.102cc, meaning if you get 10, it's like 1.02cc. They have recorded it. So they are saying, if you want to build this business very successful, you need to do the business of whereby at least every single month you are doing the business of doing 4cc with us. That's when you're going to achieve anything you want to achieve in your life. I believe this is the simplest way of explaining what a CC is. Okay, so CC is 4cc is the volume you do every single month. It's not that when you do 4cc today, you no. Every single month, like right now, all of us have got, maybe some of us have put some CCs in the system already, but when you just start the month, all of us have 0cc. And every person, whether I'm free, who is speaking right now, or whether any person who is in Paris, they have to do this 4cc for them even to be in Paris. So it's a volume we do. How does it come? Number one, it comes by personal CCs. Let's say you purchase something for your personal use or orders for your customer, but also number two, by recruiting people. So when you recruit a person in the business for that particular month, those CCs comes to you. Okay, so let me give an example. If you have recruited one person who is a full member, that full membership box, it's 2cc. Then maybe you've sold about maybe 20 aloe vera gel. That's another 2cc. You're 4cc active. Congratulations. Okay, so that's how you can able to do those CCs. So an example I can give you about maybe 1cc. People maybe can be wondering, okay, which product, any products, all the products has got the CCs. And the bigger the product, of course, the more the CCs. So let me give an example here. If you sell 2C9 plus 1 deodorant plus 1 oil is equals to 1cc. 2C9, 1 deodorant or 1 toothgel plus 1 arrow lip, it's 1cc. So meaning if it's 4cc, you want just to sell 4cc, then multiply that by 4. So meaning this is like 8C9, 4 deodorants and 4 arrow lips. You are done with 4cc. Or it can be maybe 3 tri-packs of aloe vera gel. It's also 1cc. So if you multiply that by 4, that's 4cc. Or maybe it can be multiplied by that by 2. Then you also recruit a person. You know, 2C9s plus 1 donut plus 1 times 2. Then you recruit one person. That's 4cc. So that's what you need to do if you want to become successful in this business. Okay, that's what you need to do. All right. If you do that, you start now moving up the levels. Of course, this is our old marketing plan. We have got a new one right now. They are yet to release. Assistant supervisor remain the same. For you to become assistant supervisor, you just need to do 2cc. Right now, to become a supervisor, it's not about doing 25cc in 2 months. No. Right now, you just need to do 10. Just 10cc in 1 month. Don't you whereby you do 25 in 2 months. No, right now it's just 10cc in 1 month. You're a supervisor. And if I tell you assistant supervisor, the first level, you make it, you get the products on 30%, but on supervisor, you get at 8%. Right now, also to become assistant manager, it's not about doing 75 in 2 months. No, right now it's just 60cc. 60cc. And if I can give you the secret, this is whereby you just recruit 2 people and you show them to go to supervisor. 2 of them, they do 10-10, they are supervisors. While it's also do 10. That's 30. Next month again, you hold hand of 2 people. You show them to do 10-10cc, you also do 10. That's 30. So you are an assistant manager and you start getting the products on 43% discount. Manager remains the same. You can smash manager by doing 150cc in 2 months, or doing 120cc, or 150cc in 4 months, or 120cc in 2 months. This CC includes the people you have recruited in your business. Even those people, like you recruit a person, that person recruits whatever the CCs are doing, is also counted on you when you're moving up the level in the business. How beautiful is that? How cool is that? If I tell you the importance of doing 4cc is this, right now, with our new marketing plan, if you can have 3 people, including yourself, just you and other 2 people, you do 4cc in 1 month, it will give you about 12cc, but the company just wants you to do 10cc. So meaning if you are maybe 3, Two of you do 4cc, 4cc. The other one do just the 2cc. You are a supervisor. Or if you are two in your business, it's just a matter of just maybe do 5cc, 5cc. You are a supervisor. Or even yourself, just recruit 3 people, which will give you 6cc, and retail 4cc, you are a supervisor, 10cc. Congratulations. In 1 month. You can also become assistant manager in 2 months if you have 8 people, including yourself. Meaning if you have 7 plus yourself 8, you just do 4cc. It will give you about 64cc, but the company just wants you to do just about 60cc in 2 months. So an assistant manager. If you have 15 people, in 2 months you can become a manager. Or if you have 10 people, in 4 months you can become a manager. If you have 38 people, you can do a car plan. You can get that car plan. People they qualify, you can get that. If you have got 32 people doing 4cc, in 12 months you can do 1,500 cc and you go for global rally next year in Dubai. If you can create 32 people, including yourself, who are just doing 4cc, you can now start qualifying for global rally. 4cc every month is a requirement if you want to be successful in forever business. Non-negotiable, like, no, leader, this month. No, it's true, it's your business. And you do that CC for you, not for your appliance. Because if I tell you the money you can make is amazing. And if you want to grow very fast, if I've seen, maybe if I've got a first step to manage a book right now, you can check there's a page where we have seen something like this. They are just advising you that find 5 key people you can work with. 5 key people. If you're not having any person in the business, if you have 1 person, please recruit more. Have key 5 people. Imagine I've recruited 5 people. Then those 5 people recruit 5 people. That's 25 on the second generation. Meaning plus those first generation, that's 30 people. Again, that 25 recruits 5. That's now it means I've got a team of total of 155. 155. Out of 155, you can even have 100 people doing 4cc. And if out of 155, you have 100 people doing 4cc, that's 400 cc. That's 6-figure income. That's 6-figure income. That's over 100,000 rands or Namibian dollars every single month coming in your account. That's over 1,000 kwacha coming in your account every single month. So imagine you help 5 people. Also, 5 people recruits 5 people. 5 people recruit 5 people. Like 5 people recruits 5 people, 25. 25 recruits 5. That's 125. So 125 plus 25, that's 150. Plus that's 5 you recruited, that's 155. It's crazy money. It's crazy money. But is it going to be easy? It's not going to be easy. There are some people going to share the opportunity. They'll tell you those are scams. You have tried that before. If you decide to listen to them, then this won't be possible to you. One thing I can tell you is this: if someone says no now, if someone says no, it doesn't mean they're saying no to you. They're saying no to the opportunity, and that no means not now. Trust me, there are a lot of people who come back when they see you succeeding. And I can tell you, it's not every person you tell you say no. Some will say no, some will say yes. Some will say no, some will say yes. That's how it is. Those who says, in fact, you can meet 10 no's or 9 no's. That 1/10 who says yes can recruit maybe 1,000 people, and your life will never be the same. Imagine you've been talking to people, maybe 20 people say no, but the 21st person says yes. And imagine that person maybe has got a company or is found with is a well-known person and whatnot, and that person recruits, imagine 1,000 people. That person recruits, imagine you recruit Onani, who has got thousands and thousands of, in fact, I think right now she has got maybe more than 1 million in her team. Imagine you recruit Krishna. Imagine you recruit that person you admire. That one person recruits those people. That's your business as well. Your life will never be the same. So what I'm trying to say is that you are new here in here. It won't be easy. It will sometimes be so emotional. And sometimes you feel like quitting. And there are so many times I feel like, let me just stop here. Even myself, I feel that. Maybe let me just stop here. This is so too much. This is so overwhelming. But I know that the reward is so worth it. And I always tell people when forever to say, forever is a journey to success. And no journey to success. I've never heard of any journey to success which was easy. It's hard. But the good part about Forever is that you are not alone. We are here to guide you. We are here to help you until you become successful in the business. Imagine you're an assistant supervisor right now. If you're able to make that forces, you'll be able to make about 7,000 to 9,000 runs. 7,000 to 9,000 kwacha. If you become a supervisor this month just by doing 10cc, you start making 9,000 to 13,000 plus or minus because it's effort based. Imagine you just help those few people, 8 people in 2 months. You become assistant manager and you start making about 15,000 to 20,000 plus or minus. Imagine you become a manager just by helping those 10 people for 4 months or helping those 15 people in 2 months to become a manager and you start making that 40,000 plus or minus. Imagine you go manager and beyond. What if you also help other people become managers? You start making crazy money. So that's the importance of running the business. That's the importance of doing those CCs. Those CCs is money. In fact, if you're an assistant supervisor, you just started the business. When you do 4cc, the company also pays you 5% back for doing 4cc. 5% in Zambian kwacha is about 1,336 kwacha. In Namibian dollars, it's 1,000 Namibian dollars just by doing 4cc. Imagine that. You've sold products for 4cc, you made your own profit. On top of that, they're even giving you the money. Imagine a supervisor doing 4cc, they're even giving you leadership bonus. You're an assistant manager, they are giving you also on top of that leadership bonus. You're a manager, they give you, imagine that. I believe your life can't be the same always, can't be the same. But that can happen like this. Of course, I've talked about recruiting and whatnot, but it's now time to know how can you recruit. Number one, right? If you have got the first step to manager book that you received in that box, it has got a page where you need to write the people you know. Write at least minimum 100 people. And what I can advise is that don't write in that book. Buy a hardcover book. Go and buy a hardcover book and copy this. Write in this format. Write the name, the number, and maybe on comment just put occupation. Maybe if it's a student, if this person is working, put that. Write at least 100 people. When you are done writing that, communicate to your upline to say I'm done writing. Then your upline is going to organize for you either a launch or a presentation where we are going to share the opportunity to them. So that's how you start. Write that list and communicate to your uplines. Uplines doesn't mean only your immediate, means also the uplines. But start when you write, share to your immediate uplines, then your immediate upline also can share to their uplines. This is a list of this person, then we work with you and help you. Then when you do that, then you need to have to write the 7-day plan. Like today's Sunday, you can write the 7-day plan. So 7-day plan can be like this. You like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, up to Saturday. Then on each day, you put from that list you have written there, that 100 list, you'll be getting at least, you're doing part-time, be getting at least 5 numbers. Each day, stick 5 numbers, 5 people. Every day, just call 5 people to share the opportunity. We'll give you we'll give you the message you will be communicating to those people. It's not from you. Don't do that. Most people, they fail to build the business because when they start with their excitement, they want to share it everywhere and they share it in the long way and they come back and say it's not working because they went out there with just excitement and they shared longly. They shared maybe right information, but in a long way. Okay, but also the other side, we're going to put the activities for retailing, and I'm going to talk about those activities that you can do. Okay, so team building, how you can build the team is by meeting people one-on-one, sharing them the opportunity. If you don't know, you organize with your upline, you meet, let's say you and your upline and that prospect, they talk to them on one-on-one, they share with them the opportunity. Number 2, group meetings. Let's say we have the meeting, let's say this month we are going to have a lot of group meetings. Like Veronica Kunda will be doing the tour, starting from, of course, Katima. I'm also coming to Katima, Murero, Namibia. I'll be in Seshek. I think I'll be coming there for 3 days or 4 days. Like we have the group meeting. We invite people, we talk to them on your behalf about the opportunity. Okay, but also in Zambia, going to have a lot of, in fact, we've been having a lot of group meetings, but also by sharing a recorded session. I've got a lot of recorded session, which has talked about the opportunity already. Just you to say, okay, I'm going to share this recorded session to which you explain everything about the opportunity, then you share to them. Then from there, also Zoom meeting. Sometimes we do presentation Zoom meeting, like tomorrow we'll be having a Zoom meeting, a presentation meeting. Also on Tuesday, I think even Wednesday, we're going to be having that. So when the person has watched the presentation or a person has attended session, then connect them to your upline for a 3-way call. This is why we have seen a lot of people saying, "Indeed, I'm failing to recruit," because you're not connecting those people to your uplines. You are thinking maybe you yourself, you can just explain everything and the person understand. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Your upline knows more things than you, and how they can explain can help your prospect to understand better the opportunity. Maybe that person is not even understanding you because you are new in the business. But when you connect them to someone who has been in the business, they're able to understand the business fully and better, and they will start the business. So if you share the opportunity to a person, either the person has attended the meeting, or you have shared the recorded session, or through the group meetings, then connect that person to your upline to say, "Hi, my upline, I'm having this person who has attended the meeting, who has watched the video. I want you to talk to them." Then we'll talk to them and we'll close the deal on your behalf. Don't take people who are not, you have not shared anything to them. You're just saying, "Reader this." Yeah, but of course, if you're new in the business, you can tell your reader, "I'm having this list. Tell me how to share." Then when they'll show you, start using that procedure. The point I'm trying to make here is that three-way calls helps. If I can tell you all the people I recruited when I started the business, or because I was connecting them to my uplines, I used to share, I used to explain very well, but still I was sharing to my upline. They talk to them because they have more belief. My upline has been in the business for quite some time, more than me, so they were able to understand. But right now that I'm fully understanding the business, I can't go to my upline anymore. But since you are new, you're still running, even if you're a supervisor, you can do that pretty well with your uplines. You can do that. Maybe even if you're a supervisor and your upline is your supervisor, that upline has been in the business more than you and might know more things. And sometimes it's not about knowing more things. Sometimes it's even about just having another exposure, exposing someone to another person. Commit to recruit 2 to 3 people in these first 30 days of you being in the business. The month has started. Commit to recruit at least 2 to 3 people in this month. That's when you're going to see massive growth. So the circle works like this. Number one, start by lighting that list that I've told you. Where are you going to get that numbers of people, families, friends, work colleagues, relatives, everyone? Actually, that book, First Step to Manage book, has got even the memo jogger. The people have been recruited from South Africa. The First Step to Manage a book has got different pages, different. Also, if we talk of also the one we are having in Zambia, but all those both books, the information which is there are just the same. So go to memory jogger. If you forget about some people, you find maybe sister, sibling, sister's friend, brother, you are going to remember a lot of people. So when you write that list, then the second thing is to share the opportunity to them, either by call, not sharing the opportunity, to invite them to take a look at the opportunity. Don't call a person and say, "I'm doing forever business. Can you join?" Or they won't join. Call a person to either invite them for a session, either to invite them for a Zoom, or either to connect them to your upline. So it can be by the call, it can be by email, it can be by text message. Maybe you meet a person face to face, then you show them the presentation. When you show to them, when they make a decision, they come in the business, then we take action to do the orientation, goal setting, planning. We do them also this orientation, the same one that we are doing right now. And then they also do the same. It is as simple as that. The faster you're moving this circle, the better. Speed is of the essence, and recruiting is essential. Your business will grow in direct proportion to the speed at which you are implementing this cycle. To achieve your goals over the next 12 months, it's vital to create a momentum by sharing the products and the opportunity with as many people as possible. This will create the energy, excitement, and success you desire. If you're doing the business part-time, at least share 2 to 5 contacts every day. If you're doing full-time, at least share the opportunity to 10 plus people every single day. So now let's come to talk about a bit on how you can sell the products. I've talked about how to share the opportunity, but how are you going to sell all those products? It starts by number one. Number one is by using the products. Please start using the products. Whether you're new, open that box, get the toothbrush, get your deodorant or soap, start using, at least start even 1 product or 2 products. It's very important. There are some people start noticing the changes on you. You can't notice yourself, but our products really works. Some people start noticing some changes on you and they'll start asking you, "What are you using?" And be telling them forever products. They'll ask you, "Where can I buy them?" I'm having them. They'll be buying from you. So start by using the products. Let's say I've got gases problem, houses problem, use aloe vera, use that um, Fuse of Green, use that Aloe berry nectar, use them. Let it work for you so that when you stand with the confidence. I was having gases, but now I'm better. I'm going to sell a lot of products. But also another ways is by showcasing by number one. I'm just going to talk about the things I know you can call. Let me just talk about the things I know. If you commit to use them, it's going to work for you very quickly. So the common ways, number one is product launch. Product launch, arrange with your upline, can be online. You just invite people on online. This explain to them how the products and the opportunity works. Those people buying from you, not your upline. But also it can be physical, where how you organize people, your upline comes to your place and they talk to your people. But also through flyers and cards, you can print out flyers and cards, give out and collect their numbers. Follow up, you're going to be selling the products. Number three is by referrals. Whoever you talk to about the products, whether they buy or not, say thank you so much. Where else do you think can also benefit from our products? You trust me, if you are talking about maybe gases product and you explain very well, or ulcers or weight loss, someone will think about any person from their friends list or from their families who is in need of those products, and they'll give you those numbers. But also social media. If you're not in social media, you're missing out a lot of things. You might be hot, maybe you are like, yeah, but we all learn. Please, we all learn. Start learning small basics. Social media is just not only for the youths. But if you are a youth, please, learn how to use it properly. What I can advise is that make sure you're posting, like, say, let's say, when you're using the products, post there. But also it should be in line. Just follow those people on social media who are selling the products. And sometimes when you see someone has created a video, don't just get that video and post on your social media. No, just hear what they are saying, maybe write them down, create your own video and post. When people are seeing other people, especially if you're getting them on social media, that customer also find that person who created the original video. That's where they will buy from. But also through contact marketing. You can say, today I'll be going with my upline. Maybe your upline will go with you 1 or 2 times, then eventually start going by yourself. Go out there, collect numbers. Imagine every day you're collecting 10 numbers. They save you, you also save them 10 numbers. At the end of the month, you're going to have 300 numbers of people who have saved you and you have saved them. At the end of the year, you're going to have at least 3,000 people who you have saved in your contacts and they have saved you. Imagine 3,000 people are watching your status. You reach a point where you stop even going out there to look for customers. The list of those people you have, they will just be buying from you. And that's our goal, is that every person should have repeated customers. If you have got repeated customers, you are good to go. And you can only have that if you create customer base. And customer base can only come by you doing that. So your daily plan of activities, you should be focusing on high PA activities, which is income producing activity. Our job in Forever is to talk to people. Talk to people daily about products. Talk to people daily about the business opportunity. Imagine, just from talking about this, imagine every single day you correct 10 numbers. In a month, that's 300 numbers of people you have talked about the products. It's no way you can fail to sell even a C9 and to make that 1,000 profit. That 900 profit, there's no way. There's no way in a year you have corrected about 3,000 numbers of people and you've been living a suffering life. There's no way. It compounded and the results are just amazing. All right. So the success secrets is in attending trainings and meetings always, but also numbers. Also numbers. They say numbers beats where where you're lacking skills. You might not have all the skills, but if you're working with a lot of numbers, you're dealing with a lot of numbers, then definitely you're going to be having success. But also speed is very important. If you're moving slowly, you're going to have slowly result. If you go with speed, you're going to have more result in this business. Key skills you need to know, you need to learn is how to invite people, how to prospect, like how to collect numbers, how to contact people to invite them, how to tell your story. You need to know how to tell your story, how to do a presentation. You need to start learning, but also how to answer some questions that some people ask you. Is it the same as Long Reach? Is this the same as that company? It's you in mind to know, okay, if the person asks this, I need to respond like this. Know your company so that when the person asks you about another company, you know how to respond. How to make an invitation, learn how to make a proper follow-up on a person when you share the opportunity or when you share products. You need to know a professional how to follow up on a person for them to make a decision to buy products or to start a business. How to do the business presentation, you should know. How to plan with your upline, you should know. I'm not saying all of these things you're going to know overnight. No, it will take you time, but commit. if there's some skills I can say you should learn as quickly as possible is how to invite a person to come and take a look at the opportunity. Let's say we have a presentation, how to invite people come and listen to the presentation. Online or physical, it's one thing you should commit to learn as quickly as possible, because you can invite people on your plan, you can explain to your people on your behalf, and you can recruit. So that's the first thing you should learn. But also the second skill you should focus much to learn is how to follow up. When you have shared the opportunity, how can I follow up on a person in a professional way, whereby I'm not sounding like pushing? We have created a lot of trainings there that you need to listen to. But also you should know how to log in on your FOP 360. Everyone is having a free FOP 360 where you can track your business, how the business is moving, where you need to focus. We have got the FOP 360 system. Also, how to place an order, you should know. How to register a new person, you should know. There's no way you'll be in the business. You are new right now. There's no way you'll be in the business maybe for the next 10 months or next 6 months or even 3 months, and you're asking your upline, how can I register a new person? Imagine your upline is also dealing with a lot of people, but imagine you also with you. So make sure you also know how to register another person without making mistakes. Important tools you need to have is one-on-one presenter. It's a short book. It's a short book. I don't know if you have, when you're starting, you're not having that box, but you can just buy. Right now, if you're in Zambia, it's about 128 kwacha. One-on-one presenter is a presentation in a book form. It's just a small one that if you're meeting with a person and not having a laptop, you can present to them. Also, product catalog. Currently in Zambia, not having the product catalog. Actually, I think Robert right now is not having a product catalog. They're creating a new one. So product catalog has got products and its benefits. Then you should have a first step to manage a book. A company policy is very important to run the car to be reading company policy so that you know what are things you need to do and things you should not do. But also I've got the app, Discover Forever. You can just download it. It's for free. That has got trainings about different things. Discover Forever is the app. But also we have got another app, Biashara Plus. So Biashara Plus, it's app for prices. I know when you started the business, you received the box which was having a price list in a paper form, but also I've got the app because we know you can't manage every single day moving with that paper. So download that. It's free for the first month. When it's done, you can pay for 6 months or 1 year. It's very cheap. In Zambia, I think it should be about maybe 100 kwacha 6 months, maybe 150 for 12 months, which is 1 year. Very cheap. Instead of you moving with a paper every day, have that. Wherever you are, whether you are in Katima, whether in Tanzania, wherever country you are, Biashara Plus, we have it and you can access it. Okay, so we are bound to support you in growing this business with you. We're going to have access to high-quality sales as marketing tools. We have got local, national, and international training seminars and events. In this business, you're in this business for yourself, but never by yourself. You're in this business, you need to work. Let me say this. We shall not work for you, but we work with you and support you. We shall, because we can't wake you up. Hey, wake up, go to do, it's your business. But when you are available, we are going to help you to ensure that you're able to have whatever you want to have to build this business. So I've got the trainings that you need to start listening to, whether you're holding the business or you're new. I've created a guide. We call it Warriors Business Basic Guide. It has got all the links you need to be clicking there to learn. It has got welcome message from the Global Forever. It has got orientation from the Veronica Kunja. It has got how to do 4CC from Manager from Manager Amadeus from Tanzania. It has got how to follow up on customers, how to follow up on prospect. It has got the academies about the company policies, how you can make money forever. I've created, if your upline has not yet shared with you that guide of links, tell your upline to say, please share with me that series of training Coach Amfro was talking about. That series of training, you really need it. Learn the business. You can't build something you don't know how it works. All right. So tasks, just a reminder about the tasks you need to do as you go to your bed. Write your goals. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but commit to write your goals. Make sure they are specific, they are measurable, and they have deadline. But also buy that hardcover book where you're going to write that. Buy that cover book and write contact list of at least minimum of 100 people. I'm advising to buy that cover book because that numbers are going to write there, maybe you can use them even 5 years from now. Now imagine if you are writing them in a small book or in any book. If you lose that maybe in the near future, just 1 year from now, you're going to miss that, you're going to lose that book. So make sure buy a cover book, make sure it's looking clean and do that. But also light your daily routine. Maybe you are working. What time do you think maybe you're going to be managing? Maybe you are working where you have maybe morning shift, evening shift. You should know. Every week you should light your daily routine for that week so that you know how to do. Then start. Start even when you're fearing. Start even when you don't know. But just start. Don't be scared to make mistakes. We learn by making mistakes. We learn by failures. Just start. I wish you all the success in your journey of forever. And I want to assure you that we are here for you and we shall support you on a journey of forever. So thank you so much. My name is Humphrey. And let me say, starting forever business is a decision that you have made, and making it successful, it's another decision you need to make. Congratulations in the business, but if you want it to be successful, make a decision to make it successful. So thank you so much and have a blessed night.